Coming up on a Skin Depth Convo.
But what's unique about it is that it is 4 times more regenerative than PDRN alone. But what the chart showed is it is 4 times now more regenerative, but when you also put PDRN with it, it even gives it more growth factors. So the fact that we have PDRN plus the wild salmon stem cell conditioned media is very important.
This is a show focused on educating and inspiring all those in the skincare and beauty industry. But it is also a show for those looking to improve themselves from the inside out. In each episode, we explore the latest trends, breakthrough technologies, and get expert insight within the dynamic world of skincare and beauty. If you're looking to further your beauty education and nurture your passion, you're in the right place. Renowned experts and hosts Metaxia and Francine aim to educate and inspire through their own experiences and are dedicated to enlightening and empowering enthusiasts and professionals in the realm of skincare and beauty. Join the conversation and the fun with a Skin Depth Convo. Welcome to a Skin Depth Convo. I'm Anna Kagarakis. There's been a lot of conversation lately around ingredients like PDRN, but not all PDRN are created equal. On our previous episode, we were joined by the leadership team of Wildtype, who talked about the creation of wild salmon stem cell conditioned media, also known as marine cellular complex, an exclusive ingredient that is only found in Lira Clinical's new REGEN Line. This innovative line is already revolutionizing the market and changing regenerative skincare for the better. Now, today, we're going to dive into the launch, how this line came together, and what it means for how we approach skincare going forward. As always, I'm joined by our expert hosts, part of the founders of Lira Clinical. We have Metaxia and Francine Kagarakis. Now, ladies, we have brought up, numerous times on the show how the term anti-aging is outdated. It's just really negative. And now the skincare market is really embracing regenerative skincare, something that you both have been very, very passionate about in the past. And I'm happy that it's doing this moving forward. And there's so much buzz right now around PDRN. And what you've created right now is something that's truly extraordinary and first of its kind. Can you explain the REGEN line and, what the products are?
I have to say anti-aging was something that was coined and we used it often and it was there in this industry, but to go from anti-aging to pro-aging, and it makes sense now. We are pro-aging. We're aging differently. We're not avoiding aging. We're embracing aging and keeping our skin at a youthful state. So for me, changing the term was such a big opportunity for me to understand it and share that with all the, estheticians and skincare therapists out there. But for me, it was like an aha moment.
It totally was. And going to pro-aging, again, longevity, wellness is what people are looking for right now because the market's changed. And we do understand skincare has evolved to the point where we're able to go in and correct the skin in a positive way. Yeah. There is a place for pro-aging that is different that we're able to introduce. And as this technology is changing, actually, Lira Clinical has gone into clinical studies because we have noticed that we are able to claim something unique. We have done before, we're doing clinical studies for anti-age, hyperpigmentation, and acne. But the fact that we're able to bring a new category into the market is very, very unique. And so this category is clinical brightening. So the REGEN line, a lot of the marketing in the REGEN line is for that term, clinical brightening. So as we introduce this into the market, they're looking for 3 particular items. Number 1, long-lasting hydration, because hydration is very, very important. Number 2, circulation, so you're able to have the cells move and things happening and bring oxygenation to the skin. And number 3 is all about firmness, and the firmness is very important. And Metaxia love to say, what are we measuring for?
It's the moments that we have to really understand to kind of express to the industry. For me, pro-aging really identifies someone in their 60s or 70s that don't look 60 or 70s. You actually are slowing down the aging process. So now we are identifying it as 3 different things. So when you have, youthful skin. You have a reflection that comes back that has not the shadowing, not the loss of volume, not the dehydration. So clinically brightening is addressing all those three different, conditions or different situations that happen as we age. So now with this Regen, Rejuve, Regen, and the whole Regen line is to really build up the skin at a youthful state. With that slowing down of hydration or less of hydration, we have it. Exfoliation, the circulation, we have it. And then keeping the skin brighter and reflecting at that youthful state, we have accomplished that. And that's why the clinical studies will support what we're saying.
So to be able to see that reflection is very, very important. So this is new in the market. So this is where we're able to show that, because this technology is able to give us longer lasting results. So it's very exciting. And so the REGEN line is all about clinical brightening.
And it's really important. We are a brightening line. We do 98% of our products are brightening and melanin management. They're dealing with the melanin that we have. But what's different about this is that we could actually reflect it instead of using filters and kind of causing that youthful appearance in a picture by supporting the epidermis and dermis, like we're talking about, the cellular level. What we're doing is naturally building it up so the reflection is real and not filtered. And that's where we're going to more of a natural, healthy, youthful state.
But Metaxia brought up something important. A lot of our marketing is 98% brightening. So there might be a little confusion, because 98% brightening was all about melanin management. This is now a different area where clinical brightening is dealing with those three items that we're talking about. So it makes a completely different type of brightening, but they're both very important.
As we age, we lose naturally collagen and elastin. We lose that. So the fact that we could replenish it through the right type of ingredients, and literally, since we lose it anyway, we replenish it. So we're holding that state and then adding to it. So we have the firmness and the hydration levels and that exfoliation. So what we're doing is replenishing, number one, which is important. So you slow down the aging process, but you're actually building what we need, what the skin needs. And we talk with Lira what the skin needs, and we address the skin as a organ that actually responds. So we can actually do things with this cellular communication. We could actually do things that we didn't do 5 years ago. It is changing so fast. The revolution of skincare is gone to another level. And we want to always think that Lira is lirifying what we learn to the next level.
You truly are lirifying things right now, because what you have done is put together something in a product. You are the first in the market to do it. Yes. How exciting is that for you to be able to say that, to say we are the first to do this in the skincare market?
It's not us saying it. It's not. But Fran, it's not.
I'm on the very side.
It's not. I get so excited I lose my
your earpiece. You lost your earpiece over.
Fran and I could talk about a lot of things, but when the scientists, the people that have put years and years says we are the first, never before, they're telling us that. So it's over beyond what we think. It's much bigger than that. And so we're just very grateful. We say that over and over, but they're telling us that we have done something so incredibly great for the industry.
But we're also doing clinical studies to prove it, to make sure we get it out there. We're doing clinical studies in the United States and in Europe. So what's exciting about it, we're going to be able to show all those results. And it is very important for them to see those results, have all the white papers, make sure we get all this information out there, because of the next level of skincare is very different than what we're used to.
And we had a great conversation with the team from Wild Type on our previous episode, really going into the marine cellular complex, or the wild stem cell conditioned media. What I think is interesting, though, and I saw their excitement with you as well, because you have put together something as a team. You have created like a concoction of perfection, basically. It is a wonderful perfection. Just talk about the products itself. You have a serum and a cream. Talk about those and how they are used and what people can see right away.
I'm very excited to talk about the REGEN serum, REGEN PDRN Plus serum, where Lira puts the plus in PDRN. I love that. I love saying that. What's nice about it is when Wild Type did a presentation at our Purely Clinical 3.0 in San Francisco, they had this wonderful chart up on the presentation. And what it showed is how the wild salmon stem cell conditioned media also known as marine cellular complex. And that's the name that they originally wanted, which we talked about in the last podcast. But what's unique about it is that it is 4 times more regenerative than PDRN alone. But what the chart showed is it is 4 times now more regenerative, but when you also put PDRN with it, it even gives it more growth factors. So the fact that we have PDRN plus the wild salmon stem cell conditioned media is very important. That we didn't stop there. This is important because our chemist is fantastic, brilliant person. And what he did is he put copper tripeptide 1. And that is another regenerating ingredient that actually helps with firmness, wonderful for collagen and elastin. And so we also are able to put copper tripeptide 1 in there. And then how do we deliver these active ingredients into the skin? By having an encapsulated phospholipid technology that actually carries it deeper into the skin. So we're able to get full penetration of what we need into the skin. So it is an absolutely supercharged serum. And yes, you see difference. And it's a light blue serum. It's absolutely beautiful. And you do see difference even the first time. And if you use it for a week, wow, what you're able to see.
Before you go to the cream, we had some prototypes. And the response that we got, immediate response on skin that was inflamed or skin that just needed that boost. That serum went in as a healer, which is incredible. I mean, in the hands, in the face. I had a friend who doesn't even do anything but really kind of cleanse and SPF. Her skin was dry. Immediately, under her eyes, she noticed a difference. So it is really a fix for the skin. And this combination, this formula is so unique. And I would say not instant, but pretty fast results. You see it, you feel it.
You had me try it out, and immediately I've talked about I have very dry skin. And if I put it on, like I remember right at night, I put it on, morning, it's just poof, my skin just is glowing right away.
And the warehouse, one of our warehouse gentlemen who doesn't wear any type of skincare or doesn't apply any type of skincare, we just said randomly try this. And there was some kind of erythema or some kind of rash around his nose. He tried it and he says, oh my God, it's not there anymore. So we stopped. We didn't have any more prototypes. We were in production. And he comes running. He goes, I really need this stuff. I went, you didn't believe in skincare. But that sensitivity on that particular area on the face was relieved or improved in a way that you really need to go and continue this so you won't have that irritation on the skin. These are just random people that we picked to kind of get a true reading, a pulse of what we're feeling. And it's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, that's a lot of the things, but inflammation is the key.
Yeah.
Inflammation is what causes a lot of the skin conditions that we have. And I think Dr. Weiss talked about that quite a bit, which I appreciated because I absolutely love listening to him. And I love listening to Justin, Taryn, and Aria. They all are fantastic.
Every one of them.
But as we're listening to them, inflammation is one of the key things that we're dealing with. PDRN is known to actually help with A2A adenosine, and this is for reduction of inflammation. Now remember, wild salmon stem cell conditioned media has 4 times more regenerative and benefits just PDRN alone. So we are able to actually calm down inflammation even faster. So this has changed the game immediately in skincare. And the other thing that we noticed when we were giving out prototypes in January, we gave a lot of prototypes to people with hyperpigmentation, and it was pro-aging or anti-aging at the time, and acne. The results with acne, because remember, you still need to exfoliate the follicle, and you still need to clean up acne, but the inflammation reduction was huge. So the nice part about it was we were able to get that microbiome back intact so we can go in and clean up the skin and keep the barrier intact. And there was no inflammation. What a game changer for acne. Huge game changer for acne because it's such an inflammatory condition. So we are so excited to be sharing all our before and afters.
Well, we also have, after we're talking about how wonderful the serum is, we also have this cream, and that is my addiction. This cream has this whipped feeling, and all of a sudden I apply it and I see that there's more, I would say, firmness, or I would say volumizing. I'm volumizing my skin. In fact, Fran goes to me the other day, are you losing weight? I says, no, I'm just getting older. And then all of a sudden I'm really, and then all of a sudden I'm putting on the product and I notice, I don't know what it is, but I notice on my side, there is definitely more of a firmness that I feel on my skin. So I was amazed because I sincerely listened to her comment and I took it seriously enough to say, okay, I'm going to watch. And I've taken pictures. And before, now I don't know if it's my imagination, but people say, oh my God, you look more rested. Oh my God, you don't look as tired. So it's just little comments like that reassures me that, okay, it is, something is, reflecting on what this product is doing for me.
And it smells fantastic. I can tell you.
Fantastic.
The smell
It
is
is.
amazing.
Yes.
Now, this particular Regen PDRN plus cream,
Get that plus
plus
on there.
cream has the same type of technology. It does have the wild salmon stem cell conditioned media. It does have PDRN. It does have copper tripeptide, and all of this with the encapsulation technology. But then there's one more item that was added. It's called adipofillin, a volumizer. It's a volumizer that goes in and helps with the triglycerides, and it helps actually volumize the skin. What a difference. Long-lasting hydration is what the key item is. And as Metaxia is saying that at our, I don't want to say ages, but as we are in our lifetime, this is where you're seeing we have reduction of lipids in our skin as we get older. And so it is very important to be able to have products that actually allow us to see that our skin change and have long-lasting hydration. So when you put the serum and the cream together, it's a powerhouse team. The serum is more of a treatment going in and really just doing this, regenerating the cells, bringing them back, as the cream does the same, but also with the volumizing. So the two work differently, but yet work synergistically together to really make a huge change in the skin. So it is awesome when you put the two on. People are just saying that a lot of our studies that we've done, if we really were just giving out the serum, we have never done the studies yet on the serum and the cream. That is happening now as the products are going out. And now we cannot wait to show everyone when people are using the serum and the cream together, we're able to see such a difference in the skin.
You said something that I really want everyone to take a note of. It's long-lasting hydration. What happens is we hydrate our skin and it goes back to rehydrate. But when you maintain a level of hydration longer, all of a sudden there is that firmness that you feel. So the long-lasting that you said, Fran, is so important because I'm not doing catch-up. I'm maintaining and growing from that level.
You're also losing lipids with me. We're losing some lipids as we're getting older, and it's showing up. So
the next stage of your youthful state.
To bring something back.
Yeah, but I could tell you, just taking a picture, really looking at your skin and paying attention, and you can find that you're at this rested state or you look like you had a lot of rest. It's a good sign. For me, it was like, aha, okay, it does work.
No, it really does. And a lot of people say, how do we use it? The same way you use serums and creams. It's the same way. What you're going to do is just use the serum before you use the cream, because no matter how you look at it, a cream doesn't allow the serum to get into the skin as fast because the serum now has to get through the cream. So it is best to use the serum first and then the cream.
Well, I did something. I cheated.
Of course you did.
What else is new? We have a booster. We have a beautiful booster. So I used the serum and I used the cream. I loved it. So now I'm using the booster, Fran, more and more, and the booster as a base. And I know it's supposed to be through a protocol, but we're experimenting. It's incredible. It just adds to it. So the booster for me is an in-clinic kind of add into your treatment, and it's doing fantastic. So we're excited about this booster to teach and to share this, what we're learning, how to add to a protocol and how to enhance that benefit that we're finding with these two products.
Well, real quick, for this one, we never had a booster before. We didn't need a booster because the way we trained with our smart peels was all about knowing how to customize with what we call GPS 1 through 4, where you're able to understand how to use the peels to advance what you need. Yeah. So there was no reason to ever use a booster. But with the technology and the ingredients and the fact that microneedling is so big around the world, RF, and of course, Lira Clinical's green power, the green power, which is, allows to open a pathway to allow other ingredients to get in, was a great fit for us. So it was time for Lira Clinical to come out with a powerful booster.
And again, it's the Rejuve Regen, and the Rejuve is the peels, and the Regen is that booster. It's working together and adding to that repair that is so important. So that booster is not your typical booster.
Let me ask you something. So you just launched the REGEN line. It's exciting. Again, as I said, this is the first time you've seen this in the market, to see this type of product. We've seen right now, they're saying in the market right now, they're saying there's a PDRN gold rush. But what you have right now is platinum. You're skipping the gold and going straight to platinum with this product here. What's the launch been like since it's come out?
Wow.
Historical.
Yes.
Wait. That was the word that we got.
Yanni
said it as they were looking at the
Historical.
article. This is historical. Yeah.
I think going to San Francisco on our first tour and seeing all those faces and exciting them on our Purely Clinical 3.0 and sharing this technology and sharing this moment was over the top for me. I had chills. I looked at everyone and they were impressed. What more can you do? And we delivered a lot more than they ever expected. And I'm so excited to continue this tour and share this excitement with everyone that attends our Purely Clinical 3.0. It is overwhelming. When you're in it every day and you work with it every day, you kind of get numb to it. But when you go to a stage or you go to a room with everyone excited, it's a high that I'm so grateful again for.
The Purely Clinical 2.0 is where we began this research and development thought process. What we did is this was the first time we actually gave a prototype of the products that we're going to be releasing in 2026. And we had so much feedback that came in when we delivered the prototype of the PDRN serum that we were able to change each of these prototypes to what we were hearing from people. It needed a little bit of this. They liked, we didn't have a lot of negative, but we heard a lot of the things that they were saying, such as that particular product was going to take the place of the pro-firming serum. And we had so many people say, please don't take that product away, which we didn't, but we'll do another something on that because that was reformulated. So that will be coming. That's a little sneak peek. We added the wild salmon stem cell conditioned media. So right now we released these products with all the R&D from Purely Clinical 2.0. In Purely Clinical 3.0, we are now releasing new items that will be released for 2027. We have new things coming out for fall. We have, and I'm not going to say what it is, but we have new items coming out in fall that whoever the attendees come for Purely Clinical 3.0, they're able to use, try, and feel. And then we're also giving them sneak peeks of what's happening in 2027. So it is important that we share this information and get the feedback from all of our partners around the world to make sure that they see what we're doing and give some feedback. So when we do release the products, they understand it, why we release them, and we get to know that do they like it or if there's an issue with it. And what we have to say right now, it was all 100% perfect. I hope the next one will be the same.
The VIP, I have never met any other company that actually takes a protocol and have that much research to support it. But really, we learn from our audience. We learn from our skincare therapists. We learn from the doctors and the nurses, and we take it and we share it. And we really work as a group because what they are experiencing matters to how we come up with a product. So VIP is special, not just for their experience, but for our experience. They tell us so much information, and then we take it and we're going for clinical studies. So it's a preclinical, I would say, evaluation on certain things. And you're right, Fran, because of all that feedback, not only did our PDRN serum come out even better with the plus factor, and because of all that, we listen. And I think when you listen, you learn and you get better as a group. And that's what we're doing. Lira has never been about the I, about us. One person cannot put this knowledge together because there's so many factors. But when you bring all the professionals together and make a pool of information, you are a better company and better informed in the industry. And so we value everyone who comes, and everybody's opinion means a lot to us as a company.
It does. And the nice part about it, without all of our partners around
Yeah.
the world, there's no Lira.
No.
So they are very important to us. So to get their feedback is great. So we are very excited to be on the road. We are doing it in the US, but we're also doing it overseas. So we're very happy that all this information comes back. We're able to sit down, go through it, understand it, and say, yes, they're happy, or, oh, maybe there's an issue, like don't get rid of the pro-firming serum.
Okay. And one more thing, just to add to our purely clinical, which was great. We were in the office, and all of a sudden, one of our attendees from the purely clinical, Bobby, I won't give the last name, but she came and she was excited, and she showed us a scar that she had from surgery that had keloid. And she was sharing with Francine the before and afters, how this product has actually helped.
No, that was the recovery bomb.
Yes, because no,
Excuse
but
me,
I mean,
it was the recovery bomb,
yes.
which is a bomb. Yes, it is. And she was showing the recovery bomb, and that was great before and afters.
But she was actually sharing the recovery bomb, but actually sharing her experience with the PDRN plus cream and serum. So it extended it to that. But the feedback is continuous. So it's not just because you attend and you answer a QR code. She came to the office. And so excited to share. And Francine asked her for her before and after so we could share it. Because this is something that you cannot buy. People's opinions are so valuable. You cannot pay for this. No marketing company could support this type of testimonials.
We're seeing results. Yeah. We do the testing. We're even doing clinical studies. But when they come back and we're able to share the before and afters, it makes a huge difference. And this is where we feel that this is exploding, is because people are a part of it. Yes. It's not just us.
So true.
Everyone's a part of it. From our awesome team, from our marketing, our education team, our reps, our warehouse, our customer service, all of our team work very, very hard, and they really do, to get all of this information out there and to make sure that they take care of all of our partners around the world. But at the same time, our partners come back and they share that excitement. And you know what? That energizes us. That energizes us even more, because sometimes these are really long days.
Not a lot of people know the behind the scenes stuff, but the behind the scenes of getting Purely Clinical 3.0 going while you're doing the launch. I know it was a lot on you guys, but it really, and
I had software changing too. So I mean, it just, for me, I feel bad for our other partners. Every owner had so much on their plate. We worked really hard, last minute jitters, because, oh my God, it's all coming together.
It wasn't jitters. What happened, Anna, what happens is you want to make sure you have all the latest technology, all the latest information. And Metaxia is right. All this stuff keeps coming in. Keep coming in, and marketing goes, why do you keep changing it? Because it's new. So what happened was the presentation changed multiple times.
Last minute.
Last minute. And they go, we have to go to print. We have to go to print. I go, no. We got one section. We got to change. And it got to the point we had marketing come in. Dee was coming in to help. We had Tiffany doing it. We were working at night till 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock one night just to get it done. And it was like, oh my God, we got to go to print. It was all last minute. The printer messed up. Or we sent in the wrong file and the print got messed up. We were losing our minds. And on Sunday, they went back to print it. And it took off because the energy in the room was right. We had the best people there. They were awesome. We had Wild Type there. Our team was there. You were there also, Anna. That came together, not because of us, because of everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everyone brought it together, and it made it powerful.
It wasn't just us. It was the team effort. And the last minute, Anna and Brenda and the warehouse. And I mean, it was beyond. When I say jitters, I was like, oh my God, we got to get it done. There was no rest till that day that we presented. There was no rest.
Anybody who was there had seen that it was an absolute blast. It was a wonderful, wonderful Purely Clinical. I mean, those who attended absolutely loved it. And then when you talked about the prototypes and people trying them out, I was sitting there watching people, and you could see the glow, not just from the products, but from the excitement of how they looked immediately afterwards. Like I remember one woman came up and she goes, oh my gosh, look at this difference. Look at this difference. I did this on this side and this. She goes, it's amazing. And people were just genuinely so excited and so recharged. You could see them recharged as well. So what you have done is great. And if people are interested in attending Purely Clinical, they can go to your website, liraclinical.com. Just go onto the tab classes and you'll see Purely Clinical. There's so many great locations to go to, whether you don't have to just go to your location. You can go travel somewhere else. You can go make a vacation out of it, wherever it is. It is such a fantastic event to attend. So I really recommend people going out to it. But one of the other things that we talked about Wild Type, the Wild Type team, who joined us on the previous episode, but they were also at Purely Clinical 3.0. And I think they really brought something special also by having them there to do the interview and giving their presentation on the product.
They were fabulous. That's what I'm saying. They were, they took it, they talked about the research. We wish we could have them on all of our Purely Clinicals, but what we have done is we've recorded them. We're going to go ahead and play it. We're going to make sure we do their presentation, and we make sure we show them, talk about it, and they were fantastic. I just wish we could have them in every Purely Clinical.
They were approachable.
Yes.
They came in prepared, but they sat and talked to whoever had asked the question. They were approachable. They were real. I think life, when you really present something that is real and sincere, it comes across that way. So their knowledge, their level of is above what the normal person is. But they made it
easy.
Yes.
They made it easy, and I have to give them credit because what they did is so complicated and so, it's great technology, but they made it simple to understand. They explain how they start with a single cell and they add all the ingredients and they make the salmon, and the conditioned media is the broth around it. And that's why it's so powerful. So to be able to get that technology and understand how it works in skincare, they have done a great job.
And it wasn't one person, it was four of them. Four of them came and took their day for Lira and for us in this industry to share this information. And you'll get snippets of this through social media. And Francine's right, we're going to present their presentation through all the Purely Clinicals. But it's not a typical event. It's beyond that. Again, this is to help us globally and keep our food chains clean and pure. And so it's just beyond cosmetics, but we're so fortunate as a skincare company to have that interaction with this and share this in this industry.
And what's nice about it, we're not stopping with just the serum and the cream with our wild salmon stem cell conditioned media. And that's the prototypes that we are sharing in Purely Clinical.
Yeah.
Those are some prototypes.
There's more.
It's a teaser. You got a little teaser what's coming up. I do want to ask you about the name, the wild salmon stem cell conditioned media, also known as marine cellular complex. Why are there two names?
Because Dr. R.A. calls it marine cellular complex. And when we were there, and I think it was Taryn, Dr. Larry Weiss, and Dr. R.A., we were there. And we said PDRN is what the public knows. They understand what PDRN is, but we can't call it just PDRN. And so marine cellular complex sounds like it could be fish cartilage, it could be shark cartilage, it could be something from the ocean, which is not exactly what we're doing here. We could not call it PDRN, but the other name that they came up with was wild salmon stem cell, and it's the conditioned media, which is the broth that we're talking about. So what's very nice about it, even as we were getting packaging ready, when we first came up with the new prototypes, that Inky name changed a few times because it's so new in the market. It's so new that the Inky name was starting to change back and forth. What we felt the best was to go with wild salmon stem cell conditioned media because it was easier to explain than marine cellular complex. But the reason why we put marine cellular complex in a lot of our marketing is when people Google the ingredient, they go to the right source. There's other similar ingredients out there that sound similar. So it's like, this is not exactly what you're looking at. This is more than what you're looking at. So marine cellular complex is Wild Type's name for it.
Yeah, that's exciting. It's really exciting to see that you have an exclusive. So they could only get this from Lira Clinical. So make sure you try out the REGEN line. It is absolutely fantastic. I vouching for it. I love it. I have been absolutely in love with the prototypes, and I think it's fantastic that now it is out and launched and out there in the world. An exciting time. Anything that skincare professionals should tell their clients when it comes to stem cell derived skincare and how to use this technology.
What's there to say is that this is the wave of the future.
Yeah.
We're all looking for wellness and regenerating the skin. And what we're doing is we're seeing this whole revolution happening. So just learn about it and understand how to use it, and make sure that you know that Lira is always innovative. And we're always going to bring innovation into Lira Clinical.
It's not going to stop. It's just growing. It's growing. And we be on that progressive type of learning curves to know that you have to always keep yourself growing into this industry, because our industry is becoming more and more valuable for longevity, for wellness. It's not the typical skin correction. It is the wellness of our skin, which is our largest organ, which we can actually protect and keep it healthy. And I mean, it's just beyond the typical skincare that we started with years ago.
And what we like to say is there's always a place for our smart peels.
Always,
and you have to remember,
always.
rejuve is still important. There's
Always.
smart peels, boosters, regeneration. And that's the key. And Lira Clinical is able to deliver all three of those. So Rejuve over there, who likes to, rejuve it, does work with Regen very well. So see how we can work together very well.
I think we could work as an industry together. Yes. Yes.
Well, if anybody wants to try it for themselves, just go to liraclinical.com.
It's
Make sure
in.
to ask
It's
your
in.
skincare professional. It's in. It's out there now. So make sure to talk to your skincare professional about it. Go to liraclinical.com to check out the REGEN line. It is absolutely a goldmine of just beauty. It's L beauty. I'm calling this Lira beauty right now. But that's going to do it for us today. So don't forget to subscribe to A Skin Depth Convo of any of your favorite podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can also watch the show on Spotify as well. Just go to Lira Clinical's YouTube page if you want to watch it there. So you can watch it on YouTube, or you can watch it on Spotify, or you can just listen to us when you're in the car, going for a jog, whatever you're doing. But make sure to also follow A Skin Depth Convo on all our social media channels. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it. Just go to @SkinDepthConvo. And you can also see a lot of great social media going out right now about the REGEN line. So make sure to look out for that. And if you have any questions for Francine and Metaxia, just send us an email at info@skindepthconvo.com. That's info@skindepthconvo.com. Lots of excitement, ladies. And make sure to check out Purely Clinical 3.0 if you'd like to attend. You can go to the website as well to find out information there. So much excitement going on at Lira. But thank you, both of you, for all the incredible hard work you have done to not only put this line together, to not only do everything that you do, and you're educating the world. So thank you both so very much.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
All right. From all of us at A Skin Depth Convo, I'm Anna Kagarakis, and we'll talk soon.